most statistics say there's over 1 million orphans in Zambia out of a population of 11 million. It can be absolutely overwhelming when you consider that. But our goal is always just to reach one child at a time, face to face, in the dirt, sitting with them, letting them know that God knows their name, He hasn't forgotten them, and He has a plan for their life. Toko and Lubasi Muchimba are siblings, brother and sister, both double orphans, so they lost their mother and their father. These were children who were afraid, had no hope. They couldn't even define what a dream was for their life. They came to camp, like most of the children who come to our camps, wide-eyed, wondering what the heck is going to happen at this camp. But in that week that they're there and they're fed and they're clothed and people are sharing Christ with them and loving on them, their hearts really opened up to the Lord. And that was our first encounter with Toko and Lubasi. We need to reach the orphan where they're at with the love of Christ. We come alongside the local church through our Camp Hope ministry, and those children come for a week and they are reached with the gospel of Christ, for sure, during Camp Hope. Another strategy that we started back in 2003 is called Orphan Sunday. This was really encouraging the church to come together on one day with one voice for one purpose, to care for the orphans in their midst. Today, Orphan Sunday is reaching orphans all over the world. I believe this year it was 73 nations that were celebrating Orphan Sunday. Because they're orphans, there is no one else for them. And so we commit to raise them to adulthood in that home. When we were talking with the pastors and just the people in the community that were caring for orphans, one thing they said was, don't take the children away from us. You know, this is where the church is planted. This is where we can reach them and minister to them. If you can help us keep the children in the community, in a home, in a family setting, we'll commit to reach those children, to minister to them. And that's really how the idea was born, was from what we learned from the church in Zambia. In a sense, it's a grand experiment. Yet we knew that if we were intentionally trying to put people back together in a family environment, that's what God intended for them. And so what we've seen, for instance, with Toko and Lubasi, they came in 2004. Now, 11 years later, they're fully functioning young adults. They know this is their home, these are their brothers and their sisters, this is their mother, and they really truly feel like a family. I mean, in my Father's house, it is real life, it's real family, and this is home for them. Ultimately, God's goal, we believe, is to restore them to the life that He had for them. You know, we don't do this alone. We do it through a church in Zambia, we do it through the church in the United States, we do it through individuals really committing themselves to care for orphans. And to do that, somebody's got to go, somebody's got to send, somebody's got to support, somebody's got to pray, and somebody's got to care enough to walk with that child to see them through to the end of what God has for them.